What is confidence and how do you get it? In today's episode, I'll be walking you through the 3-step plan of getting more confidence. What's up, guys? This is Mighty Q here with Mighty Q's Locker. And in today's episode, I'll be walking you through the 3-step plan to getting more confidence. So, starting it off though, what is confidence? Confidence, in the basic form and fashion, is believing in yourself. It's believing in your abilities, believing in your knowledge, believing in your skills, and trusting all of those abilities, trusting that knowledge, trusting your skills to be able to use them in the necessary area that they all fall into, whether it be abilities, knowledge, skill, all of the above. The 3-step plan is as follows. Step 1, you learn more. Step 2 is repetition. And step 3 is you take action. So, step 1, learning more. Learning more helps you because once you're able to know more, you start down this process of finding out more of what you don't know. There's more that you don't know than what you do know. So once you start in on a topic, we're going to use wrestling for example. There are a lot of rookies, second year, third year, fourth year guys that will lose a lot of matches based solely on the fact that they didn't know what move they were supposed to counter. They didn't know the situation or what type of move or thing that they should have done to avoid whatever happened. It was just pure lack of knowledge. So the start of getting more confidence is knowing more. When you know more, you have a better understanding of what could possibly be done. If all you know is a stance and you don't know a sprawl, you don't know a double leg, you don't know a single leg, you don't know any pinning combinations, if they send you out there on the mat, you're not going to know what to do. You're basically just going to stand there in your stance. You're going to have your hands up and someone, you're going to kind of, prevent them from just general knowledge of like, hey, I know that they aren't supposed to get to my legs. But it's learning the new moves that help you move forward. So it's learning how to do a double leg correctly. It's learning how to do the different single legs, whether it's head inside, head outside, low, single, sweep single. The same goes for the double, all of that stuff. Pinning combinations, escapes. When you know what's being done to you, you know what is being done and you know how to stop it. So when you start to learn a new move, it's not that you essentially are like, oh, okay, perfect, I know this move. It's that now that you know that move, you're now able to find out more that move has to offer. There's different variations of that one move, and there's different variations for that one move, and then that one move maybe branches into 3 other moves. And then from those 3 moves, they each have 3 moves. So now that's 9 total moves that you had no clue about, and that was 3 moves that you had no clue about. So from that one move, you actually learned 12 moves. So it starts with you learn 1, you learn the next 3, then you learn the next 9. And so now it's a total of 13 moves that you know, and you're better suited to deal with that position and that one particular move and set. That's how it works for all moves. The same goes for different example. If I were to tell you, hey, I need you to give me a full stats breakdown on why Trevor Lawrence is a better quarterback than Tim Tebow. If I just said, all right, hey, go ahead, spew it out to me right now, you're just going to have some general idea, general knowledge, and make an argument for one or the other based off of what you know off the top of your head. But if I gave you 20 minutes to go look up some stats and to prep and learn some stuff quickly, you can do that for any player that you wanted to. You would be able to give a quick and organized answer that is coherent. It flows. It all works because you had 20 minutes of prep. So your answer that you give is going to be more confident, it's going to be facts-based, and you're going to have reasons that back up whatever point you're wanting to prove, whether you think one way or the other, but you'll have stats to back it up. You'll have data and analysis, and you'll be able to read that. You might be able to watch a couple clips of film or whatever it may be. So that 20 minutes gave you an ability to go and learn more. It's not that you know more or anything. It's just that you had any special things other than you knew more after that 20 minutes than you did before. You will be more confident about that one particular topic and subsequent topics, so things that branch off from that one topic, which may be one thing, it may be 10 things, it may be 100 things. But because of that 20 minutes of prep and knowing more, you're able to find out other things that you could potentially go find out more about. Step 2, repetition. So this repetition is essentially the really main chunk of this. I can give you the 20 minutes to prep, and I can give you 20 minutes to go learn and understand how many wrestling moves are out there. But if you don't know how to actually do any of them, you don't have any of the muscle memory of how to do them, it's not going to help you. Until you actually go and have the muscle memory and have the reps, and it gets to the point where these moves are unconscious, that is when you feel the most confident. When you're able to hit a swing single without thinking about, okay, I need to put my right foot here, and then my left foot is going to go here, my right arm is going to go here, and then I'm going to go down to this knee, and I'm going to pivot. You can't do that. That's way too slow. The point of the repetition is you are supposed to practice it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So the example of learning this new move, I can teach you a new move. I can show you a new move. I can show you all the steps and all the things that you have to do. And you could walk through it in slow motion. But until you put in enough reps to be able to do it without thinking about it, you don't really know that move. Once you can get to the point that that move is unconscious and you're not actively thinking about the steps and things that you have to do that hit that move, that is when you learn it. So first, you learn the move, and then secondly, you take some repetition and you do it over and over and over. That's steps 1 and 2. Now, step 3 is the big one. You have to take action. And I say take action because if you're in a match and you're given the opportunity to hit the said new move, you have to hit it. It's not whether it works or it doesn't work. The point is, you have to hit the move because you don't know the level of how well you know the move until you try to hit it in the competition. It's fine, it's great that you know how to do it in practice. There's a lot of guys that can hit a lot of moves in practice, but they don't know how to hit them when they're on the mat because they're not taking the action when that window opens. When you see the window open, you have to go. You can't hesitate, you can't pause, you can't stop, you just have to go. Whether it works, whether it fails, whether you get sprawled on, whether you get scored on, whether you even lose the match, that doesn't matter. What matters is taking the action to try it out. You have to try it. You get no badge, you get no accreditation for the things that you do in practice. That's not what counts. That's not what matters. When you are in a match, we'll judge how well you know the move because there's different nerves, there's different strengths, there's different adrenaline that's flowing. That's the time to try the move. That's the time to try to see if you actually know what you're doing. That's the time to see where you need to perfect it. Until you do that, you're lacking. Your confidence will be hindered. Because what's going to happen is you're going to see the window and you're going to go, I should do this. And then you don't do it. That hinders you. That's not good. Take the shot. Hit the move. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's not the point. You're not going to get every takedown. You're not going to get every pin. You're not going to get every reversal. You're not going to get every escape. You can't win every single situation forever and ever in your entire life. This doesn't just apply to wrestling moves. The point is, this applies the same way for the rest of your life. That's the important piece. That's the reason why wrestling is so great, is you learn a wrestling move, you try it over and over and over and over in the mat room, and then you try it out in a match, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least you know you tried. At least you know you gave it your all. At least you know you took the opportunity when the opportunity was there. Sometimes you just flat out lose. Sometimes you're not good enough. Sometimes you get caught. That's the name of the game. You can't win unless you play. So taking yourself out from the situation and not doing what the situation calls for is not helping your confidence. Just go for it. Nothing's going to happen. You may get it, you may not. And if you don't get it, then that gives you an exact reasoning, an exact situation that you can go work in the mat room to immediately get better. It means that you're not better at that one situation. So go to the mat room and work that one situation and the 3 to 5 other situations that stem directly from that one situation. Confidence also comes from posture. If your head's down, looking down, your shoulders are rounded over, you're kind of like standing back and forth from left foot to your right foot, and you're looking down and you're just bent over, not really in a good, strong, sturdy position. Confidence also comes from just standing up straight, your eyes and head up, your chest not like puffed out like, you're trying to like flex on somebody, but just stand with your, chest directly pointing forward and your shoulders, pulled back. Just standing in that position will give yourself a lift and energy and attitude just by changing your posture and your structure. The same goes when you're in a match. When you're in a good stance, when you're in and firmly grounded, that also comes with confidence. If you go out there, you're hesitant, you're not really wanting, I don't know if I should. No, whatever you know. Give 110%, try what you know. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Who cares? The point is, you got to try. That is the difference. 3 steps to getting more confidence. You learn more, you practice more, and you try it. It's that simple. If you enjoyed this episode, all I ask is that you share the show with a friend. I will catch you guys on the next one, and I will see you there.